Okay, just want to make a quick video and talk about what's been going on behind the scenes. What you're looking at here is the knowledge base page from the trim model function, and this is one of the biggest pain points in the workflow, is that you draw this line to mark your splint boundary, and sometimes you get kind of exactly what you expect, and other times you get things that are crazy different. On top of that, it's kind of hard to see this line sometimes through the mesh, and yeah, so been working pretty heavy all summer on the core function that is going to drive the new margin marking, which is really just an extension of a mesh cutting algorithm. So this is going to be used in probably all of our future tools in some form or another. There aren't too many workflows that don't involve some kind of boundary marking. So first thing we're doing is, what you see is what you get. So the cut is calculated on the fly. Okay, we've got a good interface for really long, straight, precise cuts, and then also a good interface for sketching. We need, oh, there's my developer right there. We need a little bit more, smoothing adjustment, and we may adjust the resolution or how many points get sketched out here. But for the most part, if you want to make a very precise straight cut, you can. If you want to make a nice swooping cut, you can grab them, which we need to get a little better widget interface. And what's neat about this is later we'll be able to have multiple cuts, where you end up cutting this on a network. For example, if you were sectioning a bunch of teeth for, I don't know, some kind of tooth movement application. Okay, but another big thing that we have trouble with is diastemas and little islands in the mesh, or tunnels rather. So if you had a contact where the person had a lot of recession, and so you end up having a tunnel through the mesh, that gives cutting algorithms all kinds of grief. So I'll show you here how we're handling the bridging gaps problem. So what it'll do is it'll do its best to try and find itself across the gap, and so it kind of chews on it for as long as it thinks is prudent. Okay, and then what we'll have it do kind of in the background, while the user is doing other things, is searching for waiting for that point to get over there, searching for the closest nearby point through these things called geodesic walks, which so that's what you see here. This is the fastest way to get from here to here while staying on the mesh, and so that's one option if you're trying to end up with a solid closed surface, is it's going to propose these little cutouts for you, and you'll be able to click it and accept it. The other thing, which I haven't gotten hooked up yet but is well on the way, is a lot of times you'll end up coming back around. Pretend I went all the way back here, but if you didn't want your splint on the palette, you'd end up coming around like this. And alright, so while this one went down there and cut like that, what I expected it to do was to be upset. There we go. So when these geodesic walks start kind of searching, it'll also allow this to walk around here and walk around here and then close the cut, essentially giving you the little islands that you need. So that is the plan there, is you'll be able to either choose taking these walks down into the embrasure or cutting across or wrapping around. So we're getting there. Thanks for watching.